Last night, CNN had a town hall with Bernie Sanders, his first big media event after declaring that he's going to be a contender in the Democratic primary this time around. I was a bit surprised because I thought they were only going to be giving it to the most sort of milquetoast centrist candidates like Howard Schultz. But no, they had Bernie. And so the question then became, are they having him on so that they can kneecap him? And look, there were a lot of tough questions. I do believe that they represented real concerns that people have about Bernie Sanders and his candidacy. And I think that also CNN was looking for those and made sure that those questions made it on out of all of the questions you can ask. But that's fine. There should be easy questions. There should be tough questions. And there's a couple different elements that I want to focus on in this analysis of last night's town hall. The first is Bernie Sanders' ability to quickly establish and reinforce throughout, regardless of what the question is, his policy platform. And you saw that in a very strong way. So let's turn to this first video. The much expected questions, how do you pay for any of this stuff? Here's his response.
At a time when the people on top have so much, while the middle class shrinks and we have so many people living in poverty, if your question is, am I going to demand that the wealthy and large corporations start paying their fair share of taxes? Damn right, I will. All right? And let me give you, people say, where are you going to get the money? Where are you going to get the money? Amazon, owned by the wealthiest guy in the world, made $5 billion last year in profits. Anyone here know how much they paid in taxes? That's right. That's where we're going to begin getting the money.
Now, I do have to disagree with Bernie a little bit. I believe that I read an article showing that they actually made far more than that in profits, but he was right about the important part, and that is that they're paying no taxes. Now, I've also seen a couple of different defenses over the past few days, editorials in business journals and things like that, about Amazon, saying that people are wrong to get on Amazon for not paying any taxes. It's not that they didn't pay any taxes because they're a villain. It's just because they're savvy with their strategy. And it turns out that actually they gave a lot of extra stock options to employees, and those employees will pay taxes, which, because we pay taxes at a higher rate than corporations do, means that the government actually ends up making more money overall. And I'm sure that is very convincing inside the building at the Wall Street Journal. But for me, looking as an outsider, I don't care what tricky pizzicky stuff you do with stock options. If you are the biggest corporation in the history of corporations, you should pay something. You should pay as much as I pay each year for Amazon Prime. You should pay as much as I pay to rent Casino Royale. You should pay something. I don't care how smart you are. I'm sure you're way smarter than me, but I pay my taxes and I expect you to do at least as much as I do. To the larger point that what he's saying there, notice the applause that he gets on certain lines. So when he says that he's damn right he's going to make sure that they pay their fair share in taxes, it's not just the message, but it's how it's delivered. So there are more candidates than there were in past cycles who want you to believe that they can identify the people who have been screwing us over, the corporations that have been screwing us over, and they're going to be the sheriff that reins them in. Lots of people want that mantle. They want that identity. But not everybody has earned it, and not everybody can communicate in a way that makes it clear that that's actually who they are. But Bernie Sanders does not have that problem. Whatever other problems you think his campaign might have, he is authentic when it comes to that. And we know that in the past, over the past year or so, he has taken on Jeff Bezos. So he's taken on Washington Post, he's taken on Amazon, he's taken on Walt Disney. Like, he is going Walmart, his Stop Walmart and Stop Bezos acts. He is willing to actually identify the people who have put us in the position we're in and gotten results. So maybe in 2016 there were people who were trying to tell you, oh, but what has Bernie actually done? In the past couple of years, Bernie has done far more, even outside of the literal halls of government, than virtually any other candidate running in the cycle. So when it comes to Amazon, when it comes to Walmart, he has already notched wins in the past year. With Disney, the workers, he has notched a win there. So this is very much like, this is his preferred terrain to fight this primary on. And I think that the way that the country is moving, I think that this is where we're going to end up. And so I do think that that gives him a major advantage. And that was on display in this town hall. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.